I got my test on Thursday and I was hoping I would get it back by Saturday, Sunday the latest. We didn't ready. And I'm obviously disappointed because they apologize to tourists for the money that they're spending. The reason I'm here is because my sister didn't believe that I could mentally withstand staying in a government facility, seeing as there's no privacy and all of that. Which I agree with now. Since it's taken so long, I agree with that. I'm ready to go home, bruh. And yo, these people at this place, they tell me that they was looking to have somebody else in the room, which is like, oh, if you can get your test results, we can't move in. And I'm like, that's a you problem. Like, why are you telling me that somebody else is booked for the room? Testing come back, what you supposed to do about it? I can't get away. I want to go somewhere, but I can't get away. Anyways, good morning. Today is going to be a good day. We're going to make today a good day. Yep. I tell you this. Like, seriously? I just want to go back in my bed and cry. People are basically notorious for complaining. But I'm an introvert. It's one thing to not want to go outside. It's a whole different thing when people tell you can't go outside. Like, sir, what do you mean? Or worse yet, people are like, you can't go outside, and you're like, cool. But they're like, you can go outside in 5 days. 3 days later, you still inside. You can't get nobody on your phone. Can't get information from nobody. I come back in my bed. That's it. I have absolutely no motivation. It is what it is. I don't want to see nobody. I have my best friend here every day on Zoom. We work out together on Zoom. My family chat be going every single day. I miss them, but I didn't see them all 2020 either, so it is what it is. But like Sparkle, the cat, she don't talk to me over the phone. She's hear my voice. She's come running. And she just be like, oh my gosh, it's Alana. And when she realized I'm not actually there on my phone, she just be like, I don't want to talk to you. Go on about your business. So it's been like, I would say like 6 weeks. I'm tired, bro. I want to go home. I want my sewing machine. I want to stitch. I should same time, I might have bring a sewing machine and bring like the projects that I had laid out to work on when I come back. So we got something to do. It is what it is. I get back in my bed and cry. Yo, God be a real G. Cause I'm just sitting here sitting down there. I'm gonna cry. And my auntie called me. She was like, "You still in quarantine? You good? I prayed for you." And my friend called me this morning. I was like, "I hope you get out today, cause it's real foolishness that you in there." And I'm like, "I know, dude. I know." Oh, it's nice to have people that care about you and like checking on you when you're feeling down. It's still getting crazy though. It's still getting crazy, but back at it again, washing the wares. Guys, apparently every time you cook, you have to clean up. I know, I was shook too. It is crazy the amount of wares a single person can accumulate in one day. Like, crazy, especially if you cook. So every day cooking, every day cleaning up. This angle makes me look even sadder than I already am. It is officially 1 week since I got my test, and there's still no word. I call like every 2 days to the helpline, and I see the people send off the emails to the person in charge, and they copy me into the emails. Absolutely no response from that person, so it's kind of frustrating. So I've been in quarantine for 10 days. At this point, them could forget about my test and leave me in quarantine for the 14 days and just release me when the 14 days are up. I'm really sad. My period came, and you know how that's be if you're a girl. You heard how that's be if you're a boy. I just sad. Like, I've been crying for 2 days. My mom has started calling me every single day and staying on the phone with me for like hours to try to keep me distracted, which is so nice of her. My mom is so sweet. So this is my I'm okay face. I'm okay. I am not okay. I'm about to cry right now. Anyways, I'm gonna drink some tea and I'm gonna have some cereal and milk for breakfast, and then I'm gonna cook. I'm cooking pasta and mushrooms. and maybe I'll edit a video or finish editing the video. I already started editing. You'll see. I don't know. Okay, so it's 10:30 and lunch done cook. I might just eat a little bit of food for breakfast. I ain't sure. I might have some Troy cereal or something because I already had tea. I am tired of this place. What got me upset is that my parents have a property that I could have quarantined at. Like, the only reason that I can't quarantine home is because some of these people who were supposed to be quarantining home decided that they were going to leave home. I could have quarantined home. Why? Why when the people can't follow instructions? Sick and tired of foolishness. I don't like foolishness. I hate foolishness. 10 days in this place. Today is day 10. Anyways, I can change my sheet because as you can see, the sheet is off the bed. I done cooked lunch. I can make up this bed and go back in it because I got my period and my body killing me. That's it. I'm eating candy. I did my makeup for a TikTok video. I didn't put any on my neck because you can see, did not blend out like that. And it looks good on camera. It's good on camera, but it's not great in person. It's like cakey right here and it right here. And I don't know what's causing that because it isn't different from what I usually use, what I usually do. Interesting. At this point, I was fed up because they were saying we were going to be in quarantine 5 days max. 5 days had long passed and we were just waiting for information. Every time you called the hotline, the people were very kind, very nice, very respectful, but there wasn't much that the people at the hotline could do besides forward your information. So at this point, I was very frustrated and my period was coming, so I was very emotional, and that's one of the reasons why I was crying all the time. It's day 11 and I just rolled out of my bed. I've been waking up and spending like an hour on the phone with my mom because I just ready to go home. So she's been keeping me company. I've been trying to call the Ministry of Health to confirm if I can go home after day 10. Can't get through to the Ministry of Health. I'm looking for a number for the Ministry of Tourism. I can't find it, so I think maybe I might have to call the Government Informational Service to see if I can get a number for the Ministry of Tourism and see if I can get out of here today. But I don't even want to think about staying here another night. I'm gonna go get ready for the day. Something I want everybody to understand, right? Which is really important. There's nothing wrong with the room. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the room. I have everything I need. There's a kitchen, there's bedroom, The TV doesn't work, but I don't watch TV anyways. I have Wi-Fi, it's fine. The room is completely fine. But the fact is that I was told that I would be home. I was told that I would be home within 7 days. I've been here for 11 days now, and it's not only the fact that I'm not home, it's the fact that nobody can tell me when I will get home. There's no flow of information. So people are being hard on the tourists that come here, and the tourists are complaining, and I'm a little hard on them as well, because we all chose to travel during a pandemic. So like, these are some of the uncomfortable things that happen when traveling during a pandemic. But I have seen the Bermuda government get it right, and I don't think our government has. So that's just the truth of the matter, the fact, the full story, that our government hasn't gotten it right, and people are right to be upset. It's a really hard thing to be this close to home, and then people tell you that you can't go home, and then you're like, okay, what can I do to get home? And then you're like, do this, and then you get home, and then you do that, and then you're like, okay, so now can I go home? And they're like, radio silence. Is completely different. So I just wanted to address that. I cried this morning. I have my period. I've been praying all week, but it's just a really stressful, it's a completely stressful experience to not, the not knowing, you know? It's the not knowing. Today is Friday the 15th. I just broke down. I wouldn't usually show something like this, but it's just too much. It sucks because I've been trying from the beginning to follow the rules and not seek special treatment. I got into Barbados on the 4th of January. I had a horrible experience with the organization at the lab, which was the best Dos Santos laboratory opposite the QEH, because of how things were set up at the facility, at the testing facility. I went there on the 7th. They told me that my results will be back in 24 to 48 hours. Today is the 15th. There are no results. I have tried calling the lab directly. Nobody at the lab answers the phone. I have called the Ministry of Health today to see if something can be done. The lady said she would get back to me. I called around 11 o'clock. It's after 2 minutes to 3. Work is about to be out. There's no response from her. She has not gotten back to me. I've called the hotline 4 or 5 times. My dad has called the hotline. My mom has called the hotline. They have my information. Is there any response from anybody? No. Is there a manager I can speak to? Oh, all they do is take information and forward it. My information has been forwarded at least 8 times. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I'm gonna say at least 6 times. My information has been forwarded at least 6 times. No response. Not even a, we don't have any information for Miss Grant at this time. No response. I did not at first disclose the fact that I have a mental disorder because the system in Barbados is a bit stupid. When you say you have something wrong with you, they automatically dismiss everything else you say after that. And I just didn't need to be in that position because I'm going to get my results back in 24 to 48 hours. I ball up on this freaking hotel bed crying my eyes out because I just want to go home. It's day 12. My eyes are crusty. Just rolled out of bed. I'm not getting a response from anybody. Okay guys, so update. 1, I feel like I am about to go into a very bad state of depression. I was calling everywhere. I called the Ministry of Health, I called the Permanent Secretary, I called the Chief Medical Officer, I called the officers of everybody, but today's Saturday, so I expected that those places would be closed. I called the polyclinics that were testing. Broccoli. Just having lunch. I called the polyclinics, I called the lab. My dad called the hotline. Sorry, I'm being so unmannerly. I'm hungry. So, when all of that didn't work out, I called the police. I called CBC, the TV station. And I called the defense force, the police. Led me to the defense force. And she was able to give me the number for Garrison. And Garrison gave me the number for Paragon. Paragon told me to call back. So I called back later. But in that time, I called CBC. And Paragon said they're going to see what they can do for me so that I don't have a, full-on breakdown. And the lady at CBC that I spoke to Shakira Griffith at CBC, and she was kind enough to help me get in contact with the Chief Medical Officer because I had sent an email to the Permanent Secretary this morning. So what I did is I gave him a new paragraph at the top and I put all my information, the same email that I sent to the Permanent Secretary. I copy and pasted that email and I quoted him in my email to the Permanent Secretary as well. So very nice touch to me. I have packed my bags. I put away my sheets. I've put away my towel. Everything below to me is packed and ready to go. The only things that aren't ready and to go is the stuff that's in the fridge, which is already packed into the big bag that my mom sent. So I'm gonna eat this broccoli and maybe the fact that I'm dressed and ready to go will, I don't know, maybe this is faith and I'm gonna be leaving here tonight or this evening, or maybe I'm freaking crazy and well, we already knew I was crazy already, so it's not news. Hopefully something will pan out. As far as I was told, Paragon seems to be full. The nurses, they speak a bit roughly, but they were kind. The policeman or woman also speak very roughly, but was able to be helpful in the end. So we're gonna see what happens. I tied up my head. I just wanna go home. Soon though. If anything, hopefully I can go to Paragon for the next 2 days. And my next 2 days, maybe I'll get some news. We'll see. Guys, it's been a trip, boy. Oh, I was able to get a rapid test after calling everybody, and my parents calling everybody. Honestly, the people who I was calling, my parents calling, their information converged. I was recommended to the same person. I was able to get a rapid test. They'll push a smaller little thingy-majiggy swab, not just to the back of my nose. No, they push it all the way down and swabbed my throat through my nose. It actually was less uncomfortable than the swab where they swab your nasal passage. And that was the rapid test. The rapid test came back in about 20 minutes and it was negative. So to cut off the band off my hand, as you can see, I do not have the band anymore. It said that I could go home. Boy, the hotel, I can't say for sure anything negative about the hotel, but I have my suspicions about the hotel. I couldn't deal with them anymore. I just grabbed my stuff. I was done packed because I tell myself today was the last day I was going to be there. I grabbed my stuff and I come home. The taxi man that carried me to get my rapid test tell me he's on his way to the up my side. So I got a drop here and that was included in the fare to go for my test. Thank Jesus for that. And I'm home. I'm quarantining here away from my parents for a week. And then we've got some fun stuff planned this year. Boy, 2021 tried me. I tell you, January ain't even done yet. But we can make it through this. God will bring us through it. I gotta sleep no time. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please, trying to grow my channel this year. I think that I've got some exciting things planned this year. So share with your friends, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in